Hey guys, it's PlazmaScream. This week we have Teen Titans Raven, one of my favorite characters in the entire game, one of my favorite characters to use in this entire game. So much so that I augmented her not once but twice. Once on my old account that I can't use anymore, and once on my new account, that being this one. Max damage augmented, max crit chance, crit damage. She is my strongest soldier, my favorite carry, and you're gonna see firsthand because we're gonna get right into it, go straight into the matches, so you can see just how good she is firsthand. Afterwards, we're gonna talk about teams and gears and all that fun stuff. So, right into the matches. I'm not gonna waste any time today. Three, two, one, and get ready to see bodies hit the floor. Oh, there you go. So that's one. I'm gonna do a little bit more. What's funny is we got a whole team here, but a lot of times I'm gonna just go into Raven. Oh look, there's another Raven right there. And we're just gonna destroy everybody. So what's gonna happen here is that Raven Prime is a very annoying passive, right? You guys all know it. You know what she does. Very infamous. Well, what's gonna happen is Teen Titans Raven's gonna tag in and just drop her and completely ignore that passive. And you're gonna see right here. 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, Mother Box. So delaying the inevitable. I see. 1, 2, 3, special 2, and well, it's been real. Gone. I don't know what gears that Superman has, but it don't matter. Gone. All of them. Gone. Every one of them. Destroyed. Who cares? Get out of here. Easy. Don't matter if it's Earth 2 Grundy. Don't matter if it's Raven Prime. She does not care. Oh, we got a John Stewart right here. With Jessica Cruz. Very annoying team. Right? We hate fighting these teams. Very annoying. Very strong. Well, let me just destroy it real quick. So. Okay, match's gonna start. I am actually going to kind of weaken her a little bit. And then we're gonna block. 1, 2, special 2, and this should knock her out. It did. Amazing. Completely bypass the John Stewart barrier. We're gonna go to Cassandra Cain. So she can do her job. Chain the special 1 from her heavy combo because she is like that. And then we're gonna wait for a second. Just gonna wait. Wait. And special 2. He might survive this. He does. A little bit of special 1 action, because why not? Can we get 2? 2 of 1? Yes, because we are like that. Powerful. So that way you saw some Cassandra Cain action, some Teen Titans Raven action. Wonder Woman is just really there as a cheerleader. She ain't gonna do much. She's just here for their passive, that really nice passive. That's basically the team. I mean, you just go into Raven, use Smoke Fools, and if you got to shatter an Astro Harness or something, you go back roll, and you handle it. And then you go right into Raven, and you knock him out. No biggie, no problems. Ever. This team is brainless. Like, you don't have to be a good player to use this team. You don't have to be a veteran who's got, like, thousands of matches played and, you know, been playing for years. You don't have to do that to be able to make good use of this team. It is that strong. It is very brainless. It is very easy, you know. And, you know, I'm not gonna lie, it's one of my favorite teams in the game. I love this team on my old account, I love this team on my new account. It's just got everything all put together, all the pieces. It's very fun, but also very good and effective. And fast too, like you saw. But that's gonna be the matches. And now let's talk about why she's so good, you know, and what goes well with her in terms of teammates, gears, synergies, all that stuff. So here we have Teen Titans Raven in all her glory with their crazy high stats, amazing passive. So her base stats is 1400 damage and 1200 health. That is very good. You got more damage and health. We'd love to see that. That's fantastic. Mine's Elite 9. I would honestly recommend you go maybe Elite 8, but, 9's fine. If you're going to do Elite 9, I'd recommend maybe Elite 0 or Elite 1. Cassandra Cain back row, who was actually our MP season character last week. So if you're not sure what promotion to have her at, I would say it depends on the team. If you want to use her Raven like I do, I would do between 0 and 2, just depending on where Raven's at. Mine's at 9, so I would, if I go back in time, maybe do a back row like Elite 1 or 0, but, I didn't always want to make it Elite 9. At one point, I wanted her Elite 8, which is why back row was, promoted ahead of time to Elite 2, which is why that's where she's at. Can't go back on that now, which is why promotions, very important, to kind of, stop yourself. Hey, is this what I want to do? You gotta think of long term. But stats are very good, very, very strong, like you saw. Passive is also extremely broken. So her special 1 and special 2 both have a chance to drain 25% of the opponent's health and power. Special 1 has a 25% chance to do this. Special 2 has a 50% chance. That is broken. That is insane. That's crazy. And it is like an extra hit on a special 2. It is unblockable. You cannot stop it. There is no stopping it, Even if you have Astro Harness shield up, she's still going to at least steal health from you. If not, if not the power, she's still going to get the health. And this passive is extremely cheesy. Like, she can just be basically anything with this, even if you have like damage reduction setups and whatnot, because if the passive keeps activating over and over, you get special 2s over and over and over, she's just going to constantly whittle you down until you have no health left and you're dead. And you've nothing to really do about it. You can beat very annoying teams like Shazam, Flashpoint teams, damage reduction builds, like Damage Batman, or whatever, with this team. She does not care. She does not care. She is a destroyer. She will just rip through everything. I love her very much for that. And of course, she absorbs that health and power that she gets from passive activating. I want to mention that does not count as steal power. So when you're playing Phantom Zone, like it's live right now, don't be using Teen Titans Raven to complete steal power. That's not how it works. It actually is drain power, is what it's classified as. But the steal health part does count, so you could use that. As for the challenge, this is a very tricky challenge to do, because all 3 of the characters you need here are not characters you can get easy, because they're not in the store, and they're not guaranteed drops from packs. They're all, the chance to obtain them, with the exception of Killer Frost for just this week. Killer Frost Prime and Killer Frost Regime are both available in the current pack in the store called the Survivor Pack. You have those 2 plus 600 Wonder Woman, which are also used in that video. Not video, but that team that we're using in this video. Very important character to pair alongside Teen Titans Raven. It's like her best friend. She loves having 600 Wonder Woman with her, because it just gives her so much damage, and also the power generation needed to use a different gear, so you don't have to use like Ibistic or Heart Darkness, and you can use like what I was using Enchantress. So definitely buy that pack. I'll talk about that in a second. But other characters, Scorpion, you cannot get that in the store, and it's been a while since the last Scorpion challenge as well, so you might not have gotten a chance to do that challenge recently. And finally Hawkgirl as well, again, challenge character, and you can only get it from basically packs if you haven't gotten one on hand. As for getting these characters yourself, all 3 are available in the challenge booster pack. You can get 2 different Hawkgirls from the challenge pack. You can get 2 different Scorpions in the challenge pack, and 2 different Killer Frosts in the challenge pack. But also you can get the Killer Frost you need in this pack right here, the Survivor Pack, for 595,000 credits, which I definitely recommend you buy. Mainly just for the Wonder Woman here, because of how good her passive is. But if you don't have a Killer Frost, I would get it for that reason too. It's a guaranteed Killer Frost, and it's a guaranteed 600 Wonder Woman, who's otherwise very rare and hard to get. Like I said, the Scorpions and the Hawkgirls are also in the challenge booster pack. Besides that, you can get Regime Hawkgirl from the 200 Metal Pack, and also Earth 2 Hawkgirl from the Nth Metal Pro Pack, and you can get Classic Scorpion from the Pro Pack as well. So there's other ways you can get those characters. As for what you should use with Raven, with Teen Titans Raven, you already saw that I used, 600 Wonder Woman and Cassandra Cain back row with her. I would always recommend Wonder Woman with her if possible, and keep her Elite 0, because you want to use her with Raven and maybe potentially other female carriers as well, like Raven Prime here, for example. Maybe new for 2 Wonder Woman, maybe Regime Wonder Woman, Jessica Cruz, Earthly Hawkeye, just some examples. Arcanine Catwoman. There's just a lot of good female carries out there that pair very well with her. But for that, if you pair her with Raven, Raven gets access to 30% damage increase to, all her attacks, and also 30% power duration. This lets you not have to use Ibistic and Heart Darkness, and you can use, for example, Enchantress. You could do Astral Harness. You could do Fourth World Gully Mace. This would give her Special 2 damage increase and also area of effect damage on Special 2, which she would really appreciate because it makes it even easier for her to get a full team KO with one Special 2, which she will do a whole lot because Special 2 is very powerful. She has a lot of damage, as you've already seen, from Wonder Woman and her stats being so high. And mine's max damage Elite 9, and her damage stats through the roof, basically. So you're gonna very often just wipe out the whole team, especially if something like this paired on her. You could just do, even more Special 2 damage anyway. If you go that route, you're going to see a lot of times you can just do a Special 2 on somebody, even if they're blocking, and you're going to do so much damage, it's going to knock them out through their block. It won't even stop her. She'll just be a little, rampaging wrecking ball that you cannot stop. Let's go Helmet also good with her. Gives her some defense. Crit boost also affects her damage, so it makes her even stronger with that. Could always, just Ibistic as well. I like Enchantress because it allows you to just brainlessly spam Special 2s, and they cannot even tag in and go for specials of their own because of the skulls flying out, and the skulls will do damage as well, which is very nice. Can help you get KOs that way. So that's a Raven. That's, how to use her. As for the teammates, there's about a few that I like with her. The main one is I've already showed with Wonder Woman and Batgirl. So here's Wonder Woman here. We're just going to use 2 out of the Fourth World gears on her. The last gear can be whatever you want. A couple good options. Charge Disc, I've been trying out lately. Gold Soda is an option because, it takes less damage from basics. You could use Killer Clock Painted Card. If you don't have Let's Go Permanent on her, you could use it here. You can even use Scarecrow's Mask, take less damage from specials. Charge This is a good in-between, take less damage from basics, and also if it activates the 20% reflect part of its of the gear, I do believe you can take just 0 damage from it, which is very helpful for our Elite 0 character who has no health. You can just completely ignore the damage that special you get hit by if you block it. As for Cassandra Cain, there is a specific gear setup I like with her, especially with Wonder Woman. I like to have Astral Harness plus Claw of Horse plus Ibistic. I think you always want to have Claw of Horse and Ibistic on her. The last gear, I like Astral Harness because, as you saw in the matches, you can actually tag her in, get the free time from the invulnerability from the shield to go for some basics, go for a heavy combo. The opponent goes flying, get the power for Special 1, chain the heavy combo into Special 1 while they are in midair, land it successfully, throw out Special 1s, shatter all their gears, stagger them instead of knocking them to their face like Batgirl Prime and Arcanine Batgirl would do. So they get staggered, they get pushed back, and then you go Raven, tag her in, and no matter how far away they are, Raven will blast them with that fully ranged Special 2 and knock them out. And they will have nothing to stop them from getting KO'd because all their gears will be gone, and they'll even be taking more damage from the DOT to help Raven do it. As if she needed the help because she is a little demon, literally. Other teammates you can use. I think I always recommend having 600 Wonder Woman, but other good ones, you can do Killer Frost Regime. We just talked about her. On that team, I like to have, again, Astral Harness, Claw of Horse to help you get the power needed to shatter gears. She can only shatter 1 gear at a time, but with the combination of the power generation and also Enchantress, that will allow you to pretty easily get 2 bars of power, especially because she has a, pretty good basics for it. She has like a 5 hits light combo, then 1, 2, 3, then 2 hits in the combo ender. That's nice for getting power. And a 4 hits heavy combo, again, also nice for getting power. So that would really help you get power fast. She'd be a little bit better at it than Killer Frost Regime. because of her basic attacks. Sometimes basics actually matter, funny enough. So that would be a really good fit for her to shatter multiple gears with Claw Force and Enchantress. You could also, if you don't want to use Killer Frost, maybe you want to use her on a different team, because she's very good, very versatile. You want to use her everywhere. You could just use the same gears on Regime Killer Frost, of course. She's like right here. Now, she does not get the same passive as Killer Frost. She does not get the power dampening from, her passive. But if you do go for a special 1 or special 2, you do still get the deep freeze from her special 1s. Because Killer Frost, all of them, both of them, they will do deep freeze on special 1 no matter what the passive is. And deep freeze, basically what's going to happen is it's going to shut down the power generation. So even though she doesn't have the passive to do the power dampening, she basically still has it if she just goes special 1s. And she will be, because that's, what you're going to be doing with her when she's Titan. So it's almost like you still have that power dampening passive. And funnily enough, it still works on Special 2 as well. And so, this is not crazy helpful, but, it can come in handy sometimes. It does give you a nerf to the opponent's healing as well, which is, kind of nice. Is there anyone else you can do? You can use Animated Harley Quinn if you want even more damage. Batman Prime, same thing. If you want a little bit of protection, you can do Jon Stewart on Teen Titans Raven. You can even do Wonder Woman plus Jon Stewart plus Raven. You have Astro Harness to Raven, then she has Astro Harness plus a Jon Stewart barrier. That's very annoying. You see that all the time with just cruise teams. So if you like that, but you like Teen Titans Raven more, you can do that instead. There's an option. That'd be really annoying. I've actually been using Lex Luthor a little bit with her. And I like that because I use her plus Wonder Woman. Wonder Woman plus Lex Luthor. And I'll make Luthor, the tank. And then I'll give Wonder Woman the Gear Shatter gears. And so on that rule, I would actually do Claw Force plus Enchantress plus Let's Go Helmet. I've been using this a little bit. And even though we don't have Red Skull Scimitar or Ibis Stick, you still get very fast power generation because Wonder Woman has that passive for female characters. So that is very, appreciated. Still want a Gear Shatter with Raven, even though a lot of times she just destroys, teams. They don't have Astro Harness a lot of times. It still helps to have that little bit of safety. And then on Luthor, I would just use, some tank gears. Fourth world set and something else you want. Could be anything you want, really. Just something. I would say, just for example, if they don't have a lot of power, they're probably going to go for specials, so I think Gingo and Zoto would be best there. Because if you're power draining with a special 1, they're probably not going to be able to go for special 1s, special 2s. So best to just make it so you take less damage from basics if they can't go for specials. And then Raven, like I said, because you have the power generation from Wonder Woman, third gear can be whatever you want. You can even use Astro Harness here. And that combined with Lex Luthor can give you a lot of protection. It'd be very hard for you to lose if you have Astro and Lex Luthor. Especially with the healing she gets from her passive too. I know it will happen a lot, because like I said, it's 50% chance on special 2, which is nuts. But yeah, that's about all I can say for terms of offense. I will say she is just as good for the purpose of completing breakthrough, challenge mode, story mode. You can pretty comfortably clear bonus battle 8, one of the hardest fights in the game, with Teen Titans Raven as your carry. Because even in that one fight with the Red Sun characters, where they have a crazy amount of HP and it's hard to crit them because they're crit immune, you can still just destroy them because of how much damage you're doing, and the passive will still activate and take away their huge amount of health, and she'll absorb it, and it'll make it a lot easier to defeat those guys. It's one of the hardest parts of fighting bonus battle 8 is because of those characters: the Red Sun, Superman, Lantern, and Killer Croc fight. And also there's a Raven Prime in one of those fights you can just destroy easily because Teen Titans Raven does not care about Raven Prime's passive, just completely ignores it. And also very good for Survivor. This is actually my favorite team and one of my fastest teams to use in Survivor. I'll show you that right here. I'll do, Raven, of course. And then I'll do 600 Wonder Woman. right here, and I'll do Hawkgirl Prime. And these right here can so quickly and so easily allow you to clear 15 fights with very little difficulty. And for that, I like to use this setup right here. I do Ninja Helmet, Killer Croc Companion card evolved, and then actually Scarecrow's Mask as the last gear. And what's important here is with Wonder Woman's passive, she gets a lot of power generation, of course. The more power you have, the more damage reduction you have with Ninja Helmet. And that will stack alongside Killer Croc Companion card evolved, and Scarecrow's Mask is actually a damage reduction gear as well, and that will give you even more when you block specials. So all this combined, once you get about 2 bars of power, you will be completely immune to specials while blocking, even if you're just an Elite Zero character. That is crazy. I so appreciate it for Survivor, especially in those very late rounds when they're hitting so hard with just special ones. They can just one-shot you and do crazy damage. You can just survive these specials even at Elite Zero because of your gears. Gears are so important. Hawkgirl, of course, Astro Hornet's 4th load set. Gotta have it on somebody. And then Raven, 4 fights, 1 through 9. I would do Deathcart, Totem, and Lower Knives. You're gonna go for special 2s, even though you have knives, but then fights 7 and 9, special 2 is disabled. You have to go special 1s. So then you can use special 1 instead. Don't worry, it's still, you'll still clear no problems because she hits very hard. And then after that, you're going to switch over to the Ibistic instead for fights 10 through 15. And you're going to be very easily destroying characters in that fights. Those fights, even the very difficult ones in 13, 14, 15. And the best part about that is her passive is so good for those late rounds. Because they have so much health that it can be very difficult to really do any damage. Especially in fight 14 when they have healing over time. Her passive will steal 25% of their health. That is a lot of health when they have so much, because they're increased stats in Survivor. And so, with the combination of the Master Deathcart, Tainted Totem, and the Ibistic, crit DOT from her augments, and her passive activating as well, you are going to easily destroy even the hardest of those later round fights that would give you so much trouble with a lot of carries otherwise. Raven does not have any trouble. Any problems, any trouble, just wrecking those teams. Even if you fight like a Red Sun Green Lantern and they have like crazy high stats, you can still break through him because of her passive. This passive is so good. Like, do not sleep on this. You don't have to crutch on it, but like it can really make a lot of matches possible and winnable for you. Like, it is very, very, very good. I think this is one of the best passes in the entire game, and like about one of the craziest ones you can ask for a carry. Absolutely nuts, But that's about what I would use, for my Survivor matches, and I can clear, all 15 fights and then, cash out. Well, really not even trying. It's very, very easy. I haven't honestly not really found a team faster than this for Survivor. I've tried all kinds of different ones over the years. This is probably my favorite one, and one of my fastest ones, if not the fastest one that I've ever used for Survivor. And I've tried all kinds of Flash from Batman, with Batman Laughs and Batman, with, I've been using AO Deadshot lately. I've tried Disco Crew's team, the Green Lantern Trio. I've tried the Flashpoint Trio. All these different kinds of teams. I think this is probably still my fastest one for Survivor. But yeah, that is about all I can say for Teen Titans Raven. It's one of my favorite characters in the game. Like I said, I highly recommend you get this character at all costs. I mean, I don't care if it costs you like 1,000,000 credits. Like, you got to do what you got to do to get this character, because she is so good. Whether you're an early game player and you need characters right now, you need someone to be a carry. If you need a good carry right now and you're in the early game, I highly recommend this one right here. Play this challenge. Get the characters you need for it, however you need to. Well, you gotta open a bunch of packs, get the Survivor pack in the store, do what you need to do. If you gotta use credits to buy out the challenge right here, if you gotta do that, then do it. I recommend it, honestly. Even if it's a lot of credits. Because Raven is so good, even in the early game, Like, I cannot recommend this more. Like, you need to get her. I cannot stress this enough. And honestly, even in the early game when you don't have much skiers and much characters, I would just use a team of like Teen Titans Raven plus like 600 Wonder Woman and then like Regime Green Lantern or Killer Frost Prime, and even then, when they're all Elite 0 or like Raven's got like Elite 2 or something like that, even then, that's still an amazing team for going through matches in the game. That's still an amazing team for online and Survivor and all that stuff, because she's just so strong no matter what her stats are. I used that team early on when I was a noob in this game. It was very, very good, even with minimal good gears. Like, it will take you far. Seriously. Get this character. And if you got her in the end game, consider augmenting her. She's an absolute force of nature. She's an absolute killing machine. Like I this is not biased, I mean, she's just wow. I love her so much. Let's see if I can get one more match in there. I've probably got some recharges. Oh, here we go. Okay, so I'm placing a couple more matches here, just so you can showcase Raven. You guys can see how good she is. A couple more examples. If the video ends, I'm gonna say, if that happens, thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate you guys' support of the videos, and I'm glad you guys come to this channel to get better at Injustice and learn all you can about getting better at this very, very old game, but still very, very fun mobile game. But yeah, thank you guys for watching, and we're gonna go ahead and play a couple matches to send us off. Appreciate y'all. All right. Damn, dude. Look at all that health I just did from just the skulls and her passive. That's crazy. Oh crap, I just finished the match. No! Oh man. You know what? It's fine. I did it last time too. I made the same mistake last time. You know what? We're gonna roll with it. I'll be okay. I will live. Okay, let's see here. That's funny. Killer Croc is a carry. Okay. So I can't knock out the Catwoman right away. So what I'm gonna try to do is I'm gonna go back row and try to trigger the rescue that way. Okay, look at all that damage right away. And immediately almost got 1 bar power, and I can easily get the power needed for special 1. And we're just gonna sit here for a second. Come on. Okay. Boop. How fun she is, just jumping around. Okay. Perfect. Okay, I'm gonna wait. Go Raven and just start cleaning house. And not even Killer Croc's gonna stop me. I might have time for one more. See if I have the recharges for it. Well, not the recharge, but the energy. I think I'm very close to one more match. Okay, so what I'm gonna do in a small amount of time is I'm gonna switch to Killer Frost. Just to showcase her a little bit. Because we like Killer Frost, she's fun. Okay, Astro Harness. And Claw Force and Enchantress. And then Raven. I'm gonna actually do Let's Go Comments. Do it off energy now. Okay, perfect. Got one more match. We got one more. I timed it perfectly. Oh, yeah, they got a Killer Frost too. Okay, so honestly, what we're gonna do is we're gonna go for special 1 instead. And I bet it's gonna do so much damage that it knocks out like Grundy. Even though it's special 1, not special 2. She still hits like a truck, even, you know, even with the 1. So we're gonna tag in, we're gonna block. 1, 2, 3, and unblocked. Yep, one shot. Crazy. Okay, block. Oh, he's got like an Anjado or something. Because I got to gain a lot of power. But I'm doing crazy damage. Okay, and if this hits, you're gonna see Killer Frost get knocked out. Easy. And there goes Flash 2. Look at that passive doing work. So even though they had a Killer Frost and an Earth 2 Grundy and I was unable to gain power, get the 2 bars, I was still doing work with special 1, which just shows how strong it is, how strong she is, even when she's kind of handicapped like that. Doesn't even matter. Can't even stop her. That's Raven, man. She's a little demon. Just nothing can stop her. Really nothing. But thank you guys for watching. That's about all I can do. Showcase Teen Titans Raven today. Really appreciate you guys for watching and supporting the videos and channel. Hope you guys learned a whole lot today because I tried to show you as much as I could. But thank y'all. Yeah. See y'all later, okay? Have a good night.